What is up? What is up, y'all? Sorry, just ended up moving the light, which is probably the worst thing I could have done because I definitely had it at a good spot previously. But it was because I was filming this certain video, which I'm so happy to end up showing y'all. Can't wait to show y'all that video. But no, yes, man, that video is gonna be crazy. That video is going to be about me. Um, it's basically going to be about me going to I think using a ticketing system. Sorry, I was completely saying that wrong. It's going to be me using a ticketing system, which I think is going to be super damn cool. If you hear coughing in the background, my partner is sick. But let me go turn this on here or send this into my Discord. Thank you for joining. I hate that every time I put my head down, it's like the lighting gets bad. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. My lighting, it does not look like this. Unless that's just what I'm seeing. But for me, the screen looked bright as hell. But no, yeah, I need to definitely get a better camera. I've been looking into one that's like a $200, so I can't wait to go and purchase that. Hopefully this December, this Christmas. That's gonna be lit. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, so we're gonna get into the ticketing system. Oh, we got a message. It says, "Hey Marzi." Hold on. Oh my goodness. Sorry, it says, "Hey Marzi's Journey. How are you doing? How to start a YouTube channel, honestly." I'm doing great, and honestly, I think the best way to start is it really depends on what topic or like what, I guess, niche you want to make it on. Your channel says game changer. Okay, so never mind. I thought it said something about game. So like gaming. So I was like, okay, maybe if it was a gaming channel. Because I feel like for gaming channels, it's so different. Like there's just so many different styles, and I've done it all, but I've never got to a point where it was like this got monetized, this one didn't. I think it was just mainly you could tell. So I feel like when it comes to content like I'm doing, I think the best thing to do is shoot for consistency and shoot for a schedule. So like if you're planning to upload every week, even if it was once a week or twice a week, make sure that you hit that schedule every time. If you're planning on doing live streams and you want to do daily, make sure you do it every time. And to ultimately not worry about the numbers. Because I remember when I first started this channel, y'all, this channel had about 20 to 30 views, but it was because I was doing vlogs. You said about programming. Okay, yeah, so I think you should do well because tech is such like a good place. But I remember my first channel, the first time I started this, I was probably getting like maybe 5, 10 to 20, 30 views, right? It was like something around there. And that could be discouraging for some people because people expect to make a YouTube channel and just blow up. I would say if we're on a realistic level, that more than likely won't happen. So if you're going to post, make sure you're posting because you just have a passion for making videos. Obviously your hope could one day be to blow up, but I've currently, not saying that this can't happen for other people because there's been people who blew up in a couple days or in a couple months, but my YouTube channel wasn't really going crazy until I want to say 5 months, and then my crazy is different to other people's crazy. I'm saying crazy as in I was just making 400 subs for 2 months and then the next month 300 to 200. So I was like, oh, that's insane. But to other people, they're like, you just got 1,800. But to me, I watched that growth and I was like, yes. So really, I think it just comes down to mindset and staying consistent, even though your numbers are going to look low for a long time, because eventually you're going to get monetized. And when you do get monetized, like, it doesn't take a lot of views to get paid good. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds crazy because I know I don't get like thousands of views per video. But if I was able to average like 10,000 every other video or 5,000 every day, that's already about $1,000 you're making for that month, or at least close to it, like 600 to 1,000. While if, obviously I'm nowhere near those type of numbers, but as of now, I think I'm projected to make maybe $25 this month. I'm like, that's not bad. But if the views were to at least be like 300, 400, imagine what that would probably look like, maybe 60, 70 a month. And I'm like, that's not too bad. It's legitimately a side hustle type of income. So I think starting a YouTube channel just comes down to consistency. Don't really care about what it looks like in the beginning. The more you upload, the more you learn. So thumbnails, titles, you don't need to know it now. Same thing with like filming. You don't need to know how you're going to film it now. Just kind of start and then you'll see. Because, like I said with my channel, I started as a vlog channel for 3 months. So the content was so different. And it was crappy. But then after that 3-month mark, I found web dev and then my channel took off. So it's like, just just do what you're going to do, and then maybe something's going to click, and then you're going to see exactly how to navigate it. But yeah, I think that's my best advice. The best advice I could really give. But right, y'all, we are here. And we are currently going to be... Oh, I don't even have my other camera ready. Sorry, y'all. Sorry about that. We're going to be taking some notes on Professor Messer's video. The only thing is that... Well, actually, yeah, never mind. We're going to take some notes on Professor Messer's video. And yeah, I don't know exactly what we were on. I got to make sure I'm on this phone. Damn it, that means... Ooh, I almost dropped this. But thank y'all for tuning in. But yes, because y'all been telling me about Professor Messer. I'm like, you know what? I got to give him a chance. So, he's doing a live study right now. That's funny. That is funny. I actually would love to join it, but I wouldn't be able to show y'all, so it's not even worth it at that point. I wonder, does he ever spin the block back on file systems? Because I don't know if ChatGPT just be wrong. But I was asking him for like file system questions, and not gonna lie, some of them were answered from his video, but not all of them. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know if it was like me and what I was specifically looking at. I'm going to have to go and look it up right now. I'm going to put this earphone in because when I have them both in, I lose my mind. Sorry, there's one more thing I got to do, which is look up file system. I guess FAT32. FAT32, and then just FAT versus FAT. Sorry, guys. Y'all could tell I'm getting sick. So thanks for advice. I asked with 2 goals. Advice to start. Oh, yet another one? I'm so sorry. I apologize. Hold on. Well, I don't even have my chat open. Give me a second. Oh, your message got deleted for some reason. Your message got deleted. You said 2 goals, 1 advice to start a YouTube channel. Let me read the other one. And then I think you said how am I doing? I thought I said I was doing good. I mean, I can't see the other one because it says your message got deleted for some reason. I do not know why. Alright, let's go and stay around here. We're going to jump over here. Gotta make sure everything looks good. Oh wait, hold on. I think damn it, I just seen it there too before I switched. It was right on the screen. Because it's on the screen, but it wasn't. I gotta see if I can fast forward this because I have the video on the camera. So let me see, what was your last question? Thanks for advice. Ask for 2 goals. Advice to start a YouTube channel. Oh, I think that was it. I guess that was the end of your message. I don't know. I don't know. I'm lost. Alright, so I gotta end up connecting my earphones to this account here. So we can end up getting it. We can end up listening to Professor Messer and get the rest of these notes out. So far, I believe I already took notes on the FAT. Yes, on just regular FAT. And then we got into FAT32, did we? Yes, we did. And we got into XFAT, which I'm not going to lie, he did teach me a lot about XFAT, which was definitely very helpful. So I guess, you know what, in a way he did help me because I was taking a couple quizzes on file systems and I kept passing with like a 70. But then granted, they were asking questions that I feel like he didn't teach me on, but that's why I'm confused. It's like, is it that he didn't teach me on it and that's why I was getting it wrong? Or is it like I'm going to learn it later? I don't know. I have no idea, but I know I was getting asked questions that he did not show in these videos. So we're going to get into the extended file system. Like for instance, I think one of them was the file system for Linux, which I don't think he showed. Maybe he ends up showing it later, or he probably doesn't really teach that part or something, or maybe there's like a whole Linux section. I have no idea. He's like, try using Linux, you'll get to know about your system. Try out Linux Mint or Fedora. Ooh, okay, so then that's probably what I'm gonna have to do, because just today, y'all, I ended up making a video of me downloading I don't think I downloaded it, but a ticketing system so that I can ultimately learn how to use tickets. Wait, what the hell? I thought I had this on pause. So I can, oh, now he's talking about Linux. So the XFS? I don't know. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, so pretty much, I ended up doing a ticketing system and I used it on a YouTube video, so y'all are gonna end up seeing that. I'm not sure if it's gonna be today. I want to say today or the next day, but the problem is that just in case if I can't get that video out for today, because I do have to go to work, I have another backup video, which is going to just be talking about why, I think IT is one of the best options or whatever the hell. But I can't wait to for y'all to see this, me using the ticketing system. And then in the next video, y'all, we're going to solve about 10 help desk tickets using that ticketing system. So it's going to be super fun. Super damn fun. Oh, I don't have my notes on. Oops, my fault. And I got the camera on, but I don't have my notes on. Gotta fix that. Here we go. Perfect. Gotta put the camera down a little. But yes, I do plan eventually on getting into using Linux. But as of right now, I wanted to use Windows first, or NTFS first, because I have Windows. I'm assuming I'm using the NTFS. So I'm also going to have another video where I kind of go through my file system, probably break a couple things or just look at a couple of things, look at the task manager, all that good stuff, and kind of just learn my own computer and its files, or I guess its file system, how things are stored, stuff like that. And I think that's going to be a super fun video to get into as well. But yeah, eventually I plan on using Linux too, because I know people are going to love to use Linux. But I feel like because my laptop is Windows, I might as well start with the NTFS. What the hell? I have my earphones connected, but I'm like, I don't hear nothing. So let me see exactly what he says. Oh, wait a second. How did I even jump? It's because it was because I had the video rendering. So I messed something up. Whatever. I guess I'll just come back to this one because I kind of started this. Or let me just start down here because it shouldn't even be that crazy. Because he made me do the XT4, which is what they told me was used for Linux. Oh, wait, no, they didn't. But yes, they did. Is that a lie? Is the XT4 used for Linux? Because if that's a lie, they played me. Which granted, what could I expect, because it was freaking ChatGPT. Let me actually go look that up real quick. The file system for Linux. File system for Linux, if I could spell, which I know I didn't. Oh, it is the XT4. Okay. I'm surprised that he doesn't say that here. Oh, he does. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna stop talking. So only if I went a little bit ahead, then I would have known, because that was on the quiz that I took, and that was one of the reasons why I got a bad score, or I guess like a 70, was because I sat there and I had no clue what the Linux file system was. Literally no clue. So it is. Okay, yes. So then that's good. They said this one is an update to the XT3, and then it's commonly used in Linux and Android. Y'all, I have a sore throat, bro. I'm so mad. I do not want to be sick, and I don't have medicine. Well, I have medicine. I have liquid medicine, but I don't like using liquid medicine. The last time I used it, I threw up, and that was probably when I was like 6. Ever since, I don't do it. And you know what's strange? I haven't thrown up since. The last time I threw up was legitimately when I was it had to have been under 12. And I'm like, now I'm kind of scared to throw up. Like, I know if I threw up, something's wrong. That's it. Alright, so let's see. We got XT4. So that's crazy. So it's saying that for high performance files, there's a high performance file system for Linux, which is the XFS, which is supported in most Linux distributions. So I guess they use the XT4, but if you want something that is, well, this one is extended. I'm assuming this is like how we have the flash drive. This would be the extended version, I think. Oh, never mind. You install it, but I guess you would install it on Linux if you're performing very large data functions, is what is being said. So then that's good as well. One of these days I need to hop into his study groups, but I can't believe he studies at the time I go live. And I can't sit there and live stream it, because I'll be screwed. Let me go and check chat real quick just in case, because I can't really see it. Oh, what the hell? I don't even know what I did. I just wanted to see chat. Alright, good, we're good. So, what were we writing? Commonly seen. So design for scalability. I literally clicked my phone and it turned off. That don't even make sense. Design for scalability, larger scale computing, and high-speed processing. So then that's pretty good. Let's look up here too, so y'all can kind of see, because since I'm watching this video, I just want you to have a little bit of like something on the screen. So file system XFS. So this is currently what we are taking notes on. I could probably even take notes about what I see up there too, to be honest. So design for scalability, and then we got to do large scale. But yes, I'm so happy to be finally using Professor Messer's stuff, and then also too to now kind of understand what exactly I need to be doing when it does come to learning for the CompTIA A plus, which I think is great. I think I've been learning pretty well so far. So it says a high performing 64-bit. So I'm probably gonna write exactly what's on the screen up here too, because I think this is good. So I'm gonna do high. Oh wait, I already wrote high performance. Oops. But I want to write 64-bit journaling file. That's good. That is good. Literally, exactly like he said. Makes 100% sense. There's also features for the enterprise that we need to get into here. All right, so they got supports for large file systems. Sorry, it's also because the reason why I'm going quiet is because I'm listening to the video. So I don't want to like talk over him, otherwise I won't really understand it. So we got features for the enterprise is support for large file system size, and then like I already wrote, is the built-in journaling system, which is great, and then minimal fragmentation. Minimal fragmentation. There we go. So minimal corruption. So built-in journaling. I like how he gets into detail about each one. I wish he wrote it on the screen though. So you're gonna have the best performance. I think it said reading and writing that data, I believe. Yes, reading and writing data. Okay, hey, having a sore throat and writing data. Perfection. And then I think he was saying a little bit more too. I want to go back a bit because he had a couple more things that he said. Large data functions. So install for very large data functions like that. I gotta get my flashcards out too. Not even finna lie. Okay. Wait, hold on. What are you saying there? Oh, okay. So journaling helps minimize the corruption. So minimize the corruption. Okay, I like that. So that's nice. That's nice. SFS it seems pretty good. I'm surprised that's not the operating system that they use in general, but probably because it's not needed if you're not going to use large file, like if you're not going to do large file support. In all honesty, so basically, yeah, we pretty much wrote everything on here. He got to every point. So now we're getting, oh yes, because this is the one I thought was for Linux, because I think this is the one I picked because it was the only one, like, I mean, I didn't know what XFS, oh no, they didn't say XFS. I think it was like the NT, whatever the hell, the one I just was talking about 2 seconds ago, the X4. I had seen that one, right? But then this one kind of shot and like was in my eye. So I thought it was this one, but I guess this one's for Mac OS or just Apple products. And I was like, wow, no idea. Which is, I guess, Apple's modern default system. But you know, like they were saying, you could do on a modern Apple or MacBook, you could ultimately install NTFS if you want. But I believe this would probably be the one that's already there. Who knows how that goes? So you got the Apple file system. And then we got to do the APFS. Perfect. And then this was made available. So I'm going to put made available. And then he kind of puts what exact computer was. So we're going to go Mac OS High Sierra, which might not necessarily be needed. I mean, if it's on the test, that's crazy. I'll be like, you're kidding me. I'll literally be like, you are kidding me, bro. Ain't no damn way. Legitimately. Alright, on to the next here. It says also included with iOS and iPad OS. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was pretty sure that it's also, not only is it in MacBooks, I was assuming if the other one was for Androids, then I'm assuming this one's for iPhones and like iPads. Which is crazy, but okay, okay. And then iPad, which is good though, because the fact that obviously I have an iPhone, that means I could check the operating system or look at some of the operating system, at least from the phone based, which I think is gonna be super cool to get into. Show y'all me doing that on video as well. So next. Okay, so this was written to optimize data on SSD. So let me write that down. Then you can really get a lot of information from these videos. So to optimize data for the data, and I like to write this out just in case if they ever. I mean, I called it for the data. Oops, I meant for the solid state drive. No, I think I might remember this one. I mean, I would hope I didn't have a question about the name of something. I would be like, bruh, I'm done for. So here, so they want to optimize the data for the solid state storage. I put drive, but whatever, we're just going to put storage. I think it's the same thing. And then it gets into encryption, snapshots, increased data integrity. Encryption. So let's do quickly save and restore snapshots. I'm not gonna lie, the more I started to kind of study like this, I feel like the more information I actually began to retain. Legitimately. Because especially now that, like I said, I know exactly, and then he has, like, this is kind of like a course. So I'm taking it like I'm in class. And I think I'm hopefully currently learning everything. And I think what I'm going to do is also stay by section. Like, I want to learn it to the T, to where it's like, if I get asked about any of these filing systems, I couldn't get it wrong because I know it. It's not, because I know for the CompTIA A+, sometimes it's A/B, it's multiple choice. Sometimes it's click, like drag and drop. Sometimes there's a couple times where you need to write certain things in. So it's best for you to kind of just know it, because you're going to screw yourself if you don't. For certain questions, at least. But something that I did see, though, every time I take a test, specifically on things that I don't know, I either get like a 50 or 60, which isn't bad, because I feel like what that tells me is that my intuition is strong. Because obviously you're not going to pass the whole thing if you like don't know it. But the fact that I could get some of it right, because some people, like, if they really don't know nothing, they can like probably get 2 right, 3 right. It's like, I'm getting half of this right every time, meaning I have a good instinct. I have a good, like, okay, this might be it. But it's always best to just kind of know, because I might not pick the same one on the test because they might word it weird and then I could screw myself. So I think, oh, that was pretty much all he had there. Has the ability to, what was the last one? So increased, I already wrote that. Okay. Okay, so we finished the file system section, so that's great. And then I also kind of want to, well, he does get into installing operating systems, which is good. But I feel like I kind of do want to watch his operating system overview at some point, because I do have an operating I do have the beginner to operating system somewhere in here. The only thing for me, though, excuse me, is that I feel like I didn't know exactly what I needed to like learn. That every time they ask me something about the operating system, and then I don't really know, I feel a little bit discouraged, because I'm like, I already kind of learned it. But granted, all of this, in a way, has to do with the operating system. You know what I mean? Like installing the applications, doing this, doing that. So maybe sometimes they're asking me questions that don't involve, or that involve the operating system, but I'm thinking, did I miss this in the overview? And it's like, no, there's just still more to learn. So this is great. I do want to end up getting my flashcards, though, for some of the things that I think personally are important, so that we can kind of write some of this stuff down, which I think is going to be super lit. And then, you know, after that, because man, I'm telling y'all, I cannot wait. I just cannot wait. I want to see if I can ace a file system test. I wonder if Exam Compass, does it have one? If Exam Compass has one, we're taking it. I don't think they do. I hate having a sore throat. It is not fun, man. Oh yeah, no, they don't. They should put a separate file system test. I think that would be super cool. They have a bunch of mobile hardware quizzes that I just will never know. They have storage and RAID quizzes. I can't wait to get into all of those as well. So never mind. Never mind, I guess. But what I'm going to do though is, since we ended up finishing that, I do want to get these flashcards just to create them now, because I want y'all to really see like my studying plan. And I'm probably going to do it on stream, like where I'm gonna have it here, like in this camera. Obviously the camera's not on the screen, but when it's there, then y'all could like see me like guessing or looking for the answer. I think that's gonna be super cool. Or trying to remember the answer. So biggest thing is now that I finished that one, I want to go back to my video, because I want to see it just in case, have everything up and running. So make sure y'all end up staying tuned. We're going to turn this camera on now, wherever it is. Turn this camera on, as y'all can see. Bammers. Let me get my flash, my whatever. You already know. Y'all know the deal. I know I definitely have some. I just can't see it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I don't know how, but I also grabbed some sticky notes. But I already had some. I should have had way more than this. But we're going to end up getting into this writing on here. And then eventually we're going to end up getting into that job search, y'all. So it's going to be pretty lit. But we got these index cards that I need to go and buy more of. We also have markers, which I'm probably prefer to write this with marker. Or does marker leak through? Let me see. Does marker leak through? Because in my head, I would prefer to do marker. Let me write it here just in case too, because I don't want it to. Well, my desk is black, so I don't know. I might. All right, we're just gonna write something stupid. Let's write like Linux. Linux is the answer. Could we see if I flip this over? Okay, yes. Yes, you can. All right, no marker. Never mind. Gotta be pen. Well, then how does pen look? Should I go pencil? Or is it actually, I'm not even gonna lie, I think it's gonna look see-through no matter what. So then let me try and do it like this. See how that looks. Okay, no. Pen is a little, it is low-key see-through, but it's not that deep. Like if I hold it a certain way, you're not gonna see, well, you can see the marker, yes, but pen is right here. You can barely see it. Yeah, you definitely can't see it on camera. Like you can see the marker, but pen is not there. So pen seems to be the wave. So we're going to end up writing down a couple of things that I personally believe, which would hope that this could potentially pop up on the, well, I guess everything that I wrote. I just don't know, like I said, what to do with the operating system. So my current thing is I'm probably going to re-watch what Professor Messer does. So my notebook is going to be a little bit backwards, but that's fine. That's fine, y'all. All right. So because I feel like this is kind of the main attraction here is getting these damn things written, when I come here, I lean more this way. So I'm gonna try to make that a little bit bigger. Okay. So pretty much, oh, I do lean that way. So pretty much this one is going to be, we got file system, and these ones are talking about what the most popular. So I could put this down as in what is the most popular file system. Is that important? Before data can be written to the partition, it must be formatted, build the foundation. I don't even know what the hell that says. I think my first question is going to be, what is the most popular ones? I don't know if that would be on a quiz. Probably not. So what's the most popular operating system? Question mark. Which I think is crazy. And then we're going to, of course, write this on the back. I think I might get NTFS. But I feel like I always forget about FAT32. So this should be good. NTFS. And eventually we're gonna come back to these, man. Definitely let me know if y'all have any other questions that you think I should write on these flashcards, considering for file systems, specifically file systems, y'all. Let me know. Let me know. So we got another one. Says file systems is important because this is the structure that will be used for all the data that is read and written by this operating systems. I could do the question of why is it important? Why are file systems important? But I just don't know if that would be on a quiz. But maybe it's going to be good for me to kind of understand a file system. They're important because it is the structure that will be used for all the data. I think that's important. I think that's an important one to know. File system is important because, so what would I say? Okay, I'll say why is the, because I would have never known. I had no idea that you needed to know about any of this stuff. So I feel like this probably, even if it might not be on the necessarily the CompTIA A plus, I think it's still a pretty good question to take down. So why is the file system important? And then we got to go because the structure. So the structure of that. So I'll put it is the structure. I hate writing big. That is used to store data or something. For all data. Okay, I gotta make sure I get that right. For all data that is read and written. I like this so far. That is read and written by the operation, by the OS. Perfection. So that's really good. Now we could go put this here. And yes, and you don't really see the answer either, especially because these ones are a bit longer. So you can't see the answer through it. So it's like, what is the most popular OS? It's not really showing. And then it's like FAT32 NTFS. Don't mind my handwriting, y'all. Yeah. Listen, as long as it's written and it's readable, we're okay. All right, on to the next one. We got some file systems that come across all OSs. For example, the FAT32 NTFS and exFAT are compatible. So I'm gonna put what are compatible file systems, right? Because saying some file systems that can cross all operating systems, for example, is those. So I'm gonna put what are compatible. If I spell compatible, I think I spelled it wrong twice, but it's okay. What are compatible OSs? Oh wait, oops, I meant to put file systems. My fault. Compatible file systems across operating systems, I believe. OSs. And then we're going to put question mark, and then that's going to be FAT32, NTFS, and exFAT. So this is fun. I'm having a blast. I'm honestly having a blast. So we got FAT32, NTFS, and oops, I uppercased it. My fault. exFAT. Perfection. This is going to be great. I just want to fill out a couple more of these, and then we can end up getting into the job hunt. That's going to be super fun. My goodness. My throat. My freaking throat. Okay, so we got another one. Oh, where's my flashcard? Actually, we can probably get into the job search now just because I do have to get off again. So saying Windows file system is more, I don't even know what I wrote. It's more what? Is more than blank, the NTFS or the IVT. What the fuck am I spelling? Oh, the NT. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, I think it's saying what, okay, so what the Windows filing system kind of like is. So what is the Windows filing or file system? Question mark. I think I would ace this one. NTFS. I think that makes sense because that should possibly be something that's somewhat asked of me. So we just put the rest there. My gosh, I have such a my sore throat is crazy. Extensive improvements quota. I don't know because they get a little bit deeper. It says not compatible across operating systems. Many OSs will read NTFS but not write. Some limited write functionality to an NTFS file system. So if you're using modern versions of Linux and Mac OS, then it could be it could read and write informations to an NTFS partition. Older does not, though. We got read files means to copy. Oh yeah, okay. So that's a good question. So what does it mean? Because this is something I know I need to know. So what does it mean to read and write files? I have no idea. So this is a good question for me to keep quizzing myself on, because I don't like, I would legitimately be like, what? So read here is to copy from the drive, perfection, while write means to add, delete, and modify files. A, that's how we do it. That's how we're doing this. On to the next. And then, oh, actually, no, I think we're going to stop here. We finished the page. We got about like 5 of them here, but this is great. So it's like, what is the most popular OS system? I will say FAT32 and NTFS. Let's see if we're right. Yes, ma'am. I know it's written like hell. But perfect. On to the next. What is the files? Why is the file system important? I honestly don't remember. I think it's because it is the place that holds all the data to your computer. And yeah, that's probably the best thing I could say. So it is the structure that is used. What the hell? That is used for. I can't spell, I guess. That is used for all data that read and are written by the operating system. I think I got that right. Am I tripping, y'all? Or would y'all say no? It says, what are compatible file systems across the OSs? I believe was the FAT32, the NTFS, and then the X. I forgot. Wait, no, what is it called? It's the X. I don't remember the name. The X FAT or something? Oh, yes. Perfect. Perfection. Now we're on to the next one. What is the Windows filing system? This one's easy. It's the NTFS. Stop playing with me. And then last but not least, what does it mean to read and write files? I guess read is to copy. It literally is so blurry. I think read, it means to copy. Oh, there we go. Read is to copy. I think write is to. What is it? I think it's like to add, delete, remove, replace. I don't know. Do something. So yes, copy from the drive, and then write is to add, delete, and modify files. Okay, so we got that. We got that down pat. So that's good. We have a good, like, nice little 5 of these going on here. Did we only been on for 40 minutes? I didn't even know. But alright, y'all. So we're gonna end up turning this camera off, and let's get into this job search now, which I'm super stoked to get into. We learned a lot about filing systems today. We even made flashcards, so hopefully when I take another filing system test today, I could hopefully pass that motherfucker. Stop playing. So we're going to look up IT support job offers. I do want to say we could go with LinkedIn. Yeah, let's go with LinkedIn. I feel like now, because we've been looking at part-time, we've been looking at internship levels, entry levels. One of the biggest things I want to see is contracts. Whoa, they said that there's 23,000 part-time. That's crazy. Hold on, I kind of want to look at part-time now. Oh, wait, hold on. They had some new ones, y'all. I want to see the new ones first. Yeah, let's look at the new ones first, and then we can get into the deepness of this. So let's go live here. We got to turn this damn camera off. Oops, wrong one. Excuse me. Where the hell is it at? Oh, there we go. Perfect. And we're on day 45. That's crazy. So this one was new. This is Wix. Give me 1 second. Just want to go and open the. Oh, damn. Just want to go open this one up. All right. Perfect. So this is Wix, and so far they're looking for an IT support engineer in New York, y'all. In New York, about 95 applicants, 80 to 100K, which is kind of scary. You never really know. So the fact that there's a lot of positions opening up now is crazy. So like I said, this is great because it shows me exactly what time I should be applying next year, if it took that long. So they have a job description. As an IT support engineer, wait, did I switch the screen? Oh yeah. You will provide hands-on technical support, Wix employees worldwide. You will manage and resolve hardware and software issues, maintain equipment inventory, and help onboard new team members, ensuring our IT infrastructure runs smoothly and securely. I think that's cool. We got responsibilities. Give users timely and efficient desktop and local infrastructure support across the organization. We're going to provide professional IT support to our employees remotely across different locations. Manage, monitor, and respond quickly and effectively to requests received through the IT help desk in line with agreed SLAs. Identify opportunities to reduce service requests through better user training and/or documentation. Manage equipment inventory from evaluation and purchasing to maintenance and depreciation. Work closely with suppliers, procurement teams, finance teams, and take ownership of the IT. So I like what this is going. This is what they would like to see. IT professional with 3+ years of hands-on experience in IT support, broad experience in IT delivery at growing companies, experience in multi-OS environments, excellent diagnostic and problem-solving skills, excellent communication and interpersonal skills, experienced with Active Directory, Azure. Oh, this is going to be something else too that I want to download. I want to download Active Directory. I keep saying that weird. As a beginner to go and show y'all how I would use it. I think that'd be super, super cool. Yeah, they have a bunch of these ticketing systems that I think you would have to pay for, in all honesty, if you try to do it on your own. I think they're all paid, which sucks. But that's why I use a free one. Because I think even the free one, I'm very positive that the free one is still very much like similar. I'm very positive. I would show y'all, but I accidentally exited out. Oh, Zillow. Zillow's that housing place. Hey. This is a good one. They need an IT support specialist. Sometimes I think, like, do they have, like, a genuine building? Like, what? So there's about 200 applications for $28 to $45 an hour. It's an entry-level position, but I guess it really doesn't matter because they're willing to go up to $45. So officially identify and resolve hardware and software connectivity issues, troubleshoot and support enterprise systems and applications, including Active Directory, Office 365, Salesforce, ServiceNow, G Suite, Okta. Manage support device management tools such as Intune and JMF. I've never seen these, such as Intune and JMF for the Mac and Windows. I legitimately have never seen those in my life. That is honestly hilarious. I'm not even going to hold you. Assist with Microsoft Exchange and Office 365 tasks, including mailbox issues, distribution lists, and shared resources. Set up, monitor, and troubleshoot audio-visual systems for meeting events and conference rooms. Create and maintain clear process documentations for IT support procedures. Demonstrate excellent communication skills and attention to detail of interactions. Occasionally travel to support partner offices as needed. So this role has been categorized as office employees regularly work at existing ZG corporate office. So I guess they do want you to work in that building, but it's still pretty cool to even see these type of offers, especially these ones are in California. So 2+ years of IT experience, preferably in support or service desk environments. So it's pretty cool. And like I said, these ones are all new. This one already has 200 applicants and it was 4 hours ago. For $50 to $73K. So it's hybrid. I wonder who's going to end up getting this. I wish these people like who landed these roles made content. Like, you know how cool it would be to see someone like apply to an exact position and see if they get it? So technical support and troubleshooting. So I like how they get really descriptive here. Like about our team, about Liquid V, about the role. So provide tier 1 technical support via phone, email, chat, or in person. Troubleshoot basic hardware like desktops, laptops, printers, monitors, peripherals. Execute user onboarding and offboarding procedures. Assist users with software problems including Microsoft 365, Google Workspace, common business applications, help resolve connectivity issues, Wi-Fi, VPN, printer connections. This is actually a pretty good little spot. What the hell? Help, I think I was looking at help, but support, because we already did that one. Support mobile device setup, basic troubleshooting on iOS and Android, which I like that. I like that one. Y'all know I love me a little bit of a mobile setup. Assist with video referencing or conferencing issues, Zoom, Teams, Google Meet. Reset passwords and assist with account lockout issues. Help users with the MFA two-factor authentication setup troubleshooting. Create and modify user accounts under supervision. Assist with email configuration and basic email issues. So ticket management and documentation. Monitor and respond to incoming support requests through ticketing systems. Document all support interactions with clear, detailed notes. Follow up with users to ensure issues are fully resolved, route complex issues to senior technicians appropriately, and then maintain ticket queue. So I think that's pretty lit. I think that's pretty lit. Next, we got the hardware and software management side of things. They want you to assist with workstation setup and configurations for new employees, perform basic hardware installations and replacements, help maintain IT equipment, inventory, asset tracking, prepare equipment for deployment, imaging, software installation. Wait, hold on real quick. I wanted to see something. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, can this please? Alright, oh, wrong thing. Prepare equipment for deployment, process equipment returns from departing employees, keep help desk area and IT storage organized. Then we got onboarding and offboarding here. People prepare and configure equipment for new employees under supervision, assist with technology orientation for new hires, process equipment returns, and maintains proper asset documentation, support data security procedures during employee transitions. So I like that so far. Excuse me. Customer service and communication, greet users professionally and provide friendly, patient support. No, I'm gonna yell at them. No, I'm just kidding. Communicate statuses, updates clearly and in a timely manner, manage your user expectations regarding solution or resolution timeframes, and demonstrate empathy and understanding with frustrated users. Understand. Represent IT department positively across the organization. I feel like with frustrated users, like that's when you really see the people who like can't control their emotions. You know what I mean? But I understand because it's like, yes, things are crazy, especially when your computer is down. But at the end of the day, we can only move so fast. You know what I mean? We can only move so fast. We can only get so much done. Participate in training sessions and knowledge sharing meetings, studying, utilize knowledge-based articles, common issues. Shadow senior technicians. I love this for advanced troubleshooting techniques. I love this. I would love if I knew a senior technician in person, like, or just in life in general, bro. That is what I would do. Stay updated on company applications, build technical skills through hands-on experience and self-study. This is for me. This is straight up for me, but I think it's in oh, damn, they have even more? What the hell? They're like experienced too. They want 0 to 2 years of IT help desk experience, so they're willing to take a newbie. Associate's degree, information, computer science, or anything in that certain field, internship, or school lab experience. I feel like that's probably what mines would be considered, like a school lab or a practisium, or maybe. Technical skills, basic understanding of Windows and Mac OS operating systems. That's what we're learning right now. Yes, I think I got the basic understanding. Well, actually, I haven't even used it yet. Familiarity with Microsoft Office 365 and Google Workspace, basic knowledge of computer hardware components. Yes, I love this. Understanding of common network. Like, this is what I'm saying. I know all the basics. Like, I could legitimately do this job. It's just about passing the certification that it makes you have to learn, like, deeper things. This is, like, easy work. CompTIA A Plus or currently studying for a certification. I like that because that's actually, like, if I were to apply to a job, I would legitimately put that I'm currently studying for the CompTIA A Plus on there because it makes it look like you're, I mean, obviously you are, but it says Google IT support professional certification. I would love to get that, but at this point, it's crazy. Microsoft certified modern desktop administrator associate. I wonder how much that costs to do. And then any relevant IT certifications or coursework. So they like that. Soft skills, excellent customer. I'm considering just copying this whole thing just so that I can kind of have a good idea of what my resume needs to look like for all these other jobs. Excellent customer service attitude with desire to help others, strong communication skills, ability to listen, patient and professional demeanor, eagerness to learn and develop technical skills. Yeah, they have a lot. So I think for me, like I said, I think I'm taking all this. I'm taking all this just so I could, like, what you will learn. No, not that part. I'm taking all this for later because my biggest thing is I like to just be overly prepared, especially when it comes to me going to possibly do my resume. Ignore this. This was for something that I thought I had to do, but ChatGPT was annoying. So we're gonna paste. Perfect. Look how good everything looks. You click it, I can even put more stuff in here. This is great. That's enough. Wait, I hope that saved. I hope that saved. Let's see, we have a little bit more. They have a kids spot over here, which isn't bad. 23 hours ago, about 56 applicants. Doesn't really say what the pay is gonna look like. Maybe that's why people don't apply. Install, configure, and troubleshoot desktop systems, workstation servers, network issues, provide high level of customer service needs, support end user technology, provide phone and desk side support, take ownership of issue/request, analyze, sorry, hardware and software problems, performing troubleshooting per approved procedures, identify alternative solutions. I'm so sorry, guys, I can't do this. Perform hardware and software setup configuration testing per current standards and approved procedures help create. So this is great, man. This is great. I'm just so happy to eventually, sorry, I'm clicking every wrong button. But I'm just so happy to legitimately be going down this path. And I hope that I can get this video out for you guys of me using this ticketing system. But like I said, if that's not the video, it should be another video of me talking about something else. So either way, there should be a video coming out today. So stay tuned for 8 p.m. EST. All right, make sure y'all end up supporting that video and supporting this here. Make sure you end up leaving a like. Make sure you end up hitting that subscribe button. I completely forgot to tell y'all to hit the like button. Normally when I tell y'all to hit the like button, y'all be hitting the like button. So that sincerely was my fault. Completely. But thank y'all for supporting. Thank y'all for watching, man. Like literally every single live stream, I just hop on here and I try to, just hopefully inspire people, and I try to learn because I really want to get into this IT realm. And I am just trying to take it step by step. I don't want to rush too much things. So I got these flashcards, which I can't wait to get into, one of these days, hold them up and be like, what's the answer? You know what I'm saying? And like see if I can really get it down pat. I'm really trying to get myself to learn all this stuff, doing everything that I can, studying. Even if I have an hour studying, if I have 40 minutes, man, like normally we do kind of study for around 40 minutes and then we just do the job search and kind of yap it up towards the end anyway. But, no, yeah, man, I'm just so super like happy and just stoked about this path. And I was also looking a lot into, there's like, they have self-driving cars. I think they're called Waymos in LA. And I think for one, that's the craziest thing ever. But then I realized, a lot of people tend to think like that takes jobs away from people, but it actually enhances it, and it actually forces you to learn deeper, higher skills. And imagine if a job makes you need to know a high skill for something that's going to be around the world. They're going to pay for that damn high skill. You know what I mean? Because eventually, with those self-driving cars, you look it up, they're all on a network. That's why a lot of people, I personally think, if you want to become a network engineer, specifically shoot for cloud networking. Because I think that's where it's going to be one of the best positions to put yourself in. Because for stuff like that, like AI automation, which is going to be happening, y'all, that is something that makes sense. Because if you learn AI automation and if you learn networking engineering and knowing how to there's different stuff too. Like I was looking it up. There's a bunch of different things that you can kind of learn within IT. So like IT support specializations that work with AI automations. And the thing is, like, people don't understand that those roles are actually going to be the roles that end up expanding. And I think people, they legitimately miss that. Like of course you have the AI test engineers, right? But specifically, I think there's data engineers, right? The AI engineers, but you don't specifically need to work with AI services, but they do have like cloud AI services and stuff like that. But, and DevOps is one of them. But another thing that I wanted to see, let me see. What about cloud networking? Because the thing is that there's going to be just a lot of IT roles that literally work. Like this one is called an AI network engineer. So I guess you could do that one. Maybe it doesn't have to be cloud exactly. I think cloud is going to put you in the right path, but then eventually you can transition over. And I'm just like, people have no idea how much like jobs are actually going to occur, and how much people are actually going to be able to get paid and like make a name for themselves with a career. The ones that focus on this, like the ones that are focusing on maintenance, because at some point these are probably going to have to be hands-on maintained, but then also the ones that are focusing on legitimately IT IT realm. But of course, you have to specialize. Like a help desk person or a IT support specialist in general isn't going to be able to do that type of work. But if you become a cloud engineer, you're kind of getting used to like virtual, networking. Then you can kind of transition to an AI network engineer or AI network engineer specialist or something like that, or just stay in cloud because eventually, cloud is its own thing, right? But the point is that people, I think they really underestimate how IT is low-key goaded when it's coming to all this AI talk. And they try to say like people in tech are gonna lose their jobs. It's like it's straight delusion. Straight delusion. The people who don't choose to learn are gonna lose their jobs. But the people who actually can see exactly where they're gonna fit in, they're not gonna lose their jobs. Their jobs are just gonna change. But then it might, because it requires more skill, the pay is going to be up there, y'all, because there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be AI automated. So if you learn specifically that, and especially the network, because all of it is on a network, especially with the self-driving cars, it's on a network. If you learn how to work with that network, man, you're goaded. You secured a nice, pretty little job. You know what I'm saying? And then it kind of can't go nowhere because even if you get fired, there's gonna be another company over here, another company over there, another company over there who's doing AI automations, and ultimately it's gonna be such a deep instilled skill that if you learned it now, I feel like you are eventually gonna be in such a better position in the future. But people don't think like that. They just think they don't want to do it. They don't want to waste their time. But alright, y'all, I am gonna end up hopping off. I did enjoy the stream. Y'all are super goated. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, for enjoying, for talking, even though it's just for a little bit. Thank y'all so much for your advice as well on like what to study as well. Can't wait to end up getting into Linux, using Active Directory, using different operating systems, learning about my regular file system, the NTFS, and my Windows operating system, just so that I can kind of get used to what I got, but then also learn about Linux and different stuff like that. Probably get a Mac OS one of these days just to learn about their operating system. I do actually plan on doing tech reviews, so maybe that could be one of the videos I do, is like what is the Mac OS's, how is the Mac OS's operating system, do a couple of things in there. It's gonna be super fun. It's gonna be super fun. But thank y'all so much. Catch you on the next one. Love y'all. Deuces.